What's that? No audio. Oh, you're coming, baby. Wait a minute.
Oh, it's on now.
You're gonna be a cooker. One, two. Hey, whoa.
Hey,
You gotta wait for Dad.
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
I'm coming.
TT's hype.
All right, let's go. All right, Morgan, let's go back to this camera here. Yeah, that was rough. How's the sound, baby? Is it low or high? Is it low or high? Y'all bear with me for a minute. Bear with me.
You better watch it, boy.
Is it low, high, babe? 1, 2, 1, 2. It's good?
Listen, don't touch.
Sounds good? I screwed that all up. Is it low or high?
It's hot.
It's good? Does it sound okay? You got it?
Yeah.
Is it like hot distorting or does it sound fine? All right, let's go back to this camera, Morgan. Let's do it. Ready, buddy? You got TT?
All right, let's go shoot.
Roundup family, greetings to you today. Wait a minute, buddy. Go get your stool. Go get your stand. You are here to learn real estate. You're here to learn entrepreneurship. You're here to learn how to make my 7-Up pound cake, which I have been making my entire life for 40 years. The stands, go look for it, buddy. So today, for the next few moments in time, we're going to make a cake together. I'm going to show you the ingredients for the 7-Up pound cake, the only cake that I know how to make. And we're going to be talking about something that I am expanding into in my business, the medical support business. Medical support business. Am I saying it right, John?
Let's just call it mental health.
Mental health, but sometimes it's physical too.
Oh, yeah.
It's physical too.
That's how we make some cookies though.
We're going to make a 7-Up pound cake. So my distinguished guests today is John. Go ahead and you can get John on there and go to John and Taylor's camera. We got John Gomez and we've got Taylor Haskins is going to be one of the facilitators of our session today. And it is such an honor to be with you guys so you can learn this medical support and mental support business. Senor Gomez, tell us a little bit about yourself, brother.
Well, my name is Senor Gomez. Not really. My name is John Gomez, and I represent today my company, which is Family Care Service, or other better known as Family Care LLC. You can check out our website at familycareservice.org, our YouTube, Family Care LLC. Subscribe, like, and follow us. Learn a little bit about my world and how we are succeeding, and we've been able to pivot during this great reset, which was COVID. Most company had a really rough time surviving, but we pivot. We're now into this DD behavioral management world, and we are just loving it. We're loving the impact that we're doing on our individuals.
How's it sound, babe? John, hey Morgan, come on top, overhead camera real quick. We got to get started. It sounds muffled.
Let's go.
It's a little high.
Let's do it.
Taylor, tell us a little bit about yourself, buddy.
Myself, I'm just a high school student learning from Senor Gomez and my father about
Don't forget, Morgan, you got
entrepreneurship.
the same one
I'm
here.
still in training.
Which one you want?
Know about these things.
I don't see 3 on.
And I'm here to ask him some questions, the young point of view, and my father's
gotta be on
here
the
to ask
same creed
questions
movie.
for the older point of view.
Okay.
That's right. I'm going to get bombarded today by double the questions, and hopefully this interview is going to be very educational, and you guys are going to learn much while having fun baking a cake.
What? TT?
TT's all over the place.
It's not gonna work.
It's gonna work. We'll get it on. See? All right, you're gonna watch it for me, okay? Make sure it gets.
So go ahead, hit me with the first question.
Go ahead, you can.
This is your thing. You just put me
We'll
on
bring
the
you
spot.
in. Morgan, are you over top?
Do you have a?
I got plenty of questions.
Yeah, if you can do the opening question.
I will, buddy.
And then
I will. We gotta get Morgan, you over top? Okay, so today we'll go with the cake. 3 cups of flour, 3 cups of sugar, 5 eggs, 2 tablespoons of lemon extract, and then 1 cup of 7-Up. Morgan, if you can, let everybody know. Oh, you know what? I'll do it. Guys, the recipe. Oh, I'm sorry. The recipe is in the show notes below, right below, so you can do that. John, I want to ask you first, what brings you to the medical support business? Let's get back to John.
Well, to be honest with you, I've been an entrepreneur in the Hampton Roads for over now 15 years. So everything was beautiful, but God has a way of bringing you back to your roots. During COVID, my beauty salon chain was closed like most businesses.
You said it's closed.
my beauty salon chain. So all my beauty salon throughout the Hampton Roads, which were known for Dominican hairstyling or hair techniques. So Elegante Beauty Center is a salon that we've been blessed to be in service and service our Hampton Roads females and young students. So that was all shut down and it was really disrupted during the pandemic.
Tell me a little bit about that. Give me some backstory. So you're going, 2000 whatever to 2000.
We started in 2006.
Wow.
And everything was going amazing until the disruption happened in 2020. COVID came, unprecedented wave. We all entrepreneurs were stressing. I know I was stressing. I don't know if y'all guys in the Hanskin family was stressing here. But basically everything was closed. And us creative, we have to always be occupied and busy. We have to create. It's what we know how to do. So during the pandemic, I saw that business shut down. And I love multiple sources of income. I also saw my real estate shut down. I saw my bus company, Sprinterbus.net, the best bus company that takes you from Virginia to New York. Stop traveling with the Chinese, utilize the best, and enjoy the ride. Sprinterbus.net.
So before we even get to
I had to throw those
I'm good.
free
I'm
commercial,
good. Look
brother.
at you guys looking good on TV.
Hey.
You see?
Oh, boy, I
Oh,
didn't
wow.
know that.
Amazing.
Morgan, come back to my camera here. What is this, 3? What number is that?
Hey,
Wait a minute, it's coming to you.
Is it switch?
Hit 3, cut, or whatever the number is, and come back to it.
you gonna do
Y'all bear with us, because
this?
I didn't think it was going to take that long to get used to it.
what number is that, 2?
She's doing amazing, by the way. You're doing good, Morgan.
You are doing it good. You're doing it good. Stop. Yeah. Okay, so is it this one? We on there, right? We on the right one, Morgan? Okay, so now we're gonna whip the butter to make sure it comes out real creamy first, and then we're gonna add the sugar is the next step. You gotta make sure you do it in the right order, or the cake won't have that love. It's all about the love, okay? Right, TT? You can say hi. Look, say hi right there. Okay, so you go back to John. You're a serial entrepreneur. What took you to the world of entrepreneurship? You mind me asking?
It's a long story. I guess it's not gonna be long enough for the pound cake, but we're gonna bring it. We're gonna bring it right back to what got us started in the mental health, right? But what got me started an entrepreneur? Since small, I came to the United States when I was 7 years old from the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
Big culture shock because I didn't understand the language as a 7-year-old. I couldn't fit with the normal kids, so I was picked on a lot during my school, early school, childhood years.
That's terrible.
Because I couldn't fit in. And then, single parent, that's why I say God brings you right back to your root. My mom suffered from mental health.
Oh, wow.
She was bipolar type 2. Beautiful lady. She tried to do the best that she can for her 2 child, all by herself. So, the regular story, we come from nothing, created something. But it was those early childhood teachings that I learned from all my family members. They were all entrepreneurs. They were into the grocery stores. So my life was a little bit different. Didn't have a real childhood.
Oh, no.
So I was seeing all these beautiful entrepreneurs, but they were all my family.
Where at? In the city?
In the city of New York, just like Miss Taylor, she's watching from behind the shadows, asking questions and watching them develop. You see your dad and me right now. We just creating. So
No.
Great creations. So basically, I started going to school. After school, I went straight to work because, we needed to make some money. Food stamp was not enough in that household. And my mother's disability was not enough. So in order for me to eat and to buy my clothing and buy my brother some clothing, we had to be productive. So
what?
Be productive. We had to grow up quick and learn the family business, which was grocery store. So I started from the floor as a stacker, packer, staging up all the merchandises in the gondolas, right? And learning the business.
Morgan, you can come back here while I'm working and just while he's talking and show the cake stuff, okay? Paint the picture, buddy. Paint the picture. Bring John's camera down a little bit. He's got too much headroom. We need to bring.
You're doing amazing, Morgan.
It looks good. Bring John's camera down about 3 inches. You on the right one? It's not moving.
Well, you gotta give it some time. It has a little
Oh,
delay.
is it moving? Okay, cool. You got it. That's right. I forgot it's a delay. That's good right there, brother. That's good. Look at this fool. TT.
TT's going all over the
So you're
place.
working with groceries, and what brings you to Virginia, John?
Pretty simple. Let's say I started from 7 years old, right? So I saw all these amazing entrepreneurs grow from one store into a chain of stores. So they had 7 in the Bronx, in Manhattan. They even grew the company business even into New Jersey. And then they expanded a little bit. They even got into a restaurant. So they did their own restaurant, and I saw them creating how each one got an opportunity. You do your time, you learn, and then you save your money. You got to be real financial literacy in that family, and you also had to not have instant gratification. Those were the lessons that I learned while I was small. How to save, how to delay your gratification, how to enjoy the process, and then be ready for the opportunity as they arises. So those are key. Those are my keys to success, but I learned at early age.
We'll come back to that. All right, Morgan, bring the camera over top. We're going to put the eggs in. Ready?
Yeah.
Help out, TT.
Ready? Here, put one egg in, okay? We'll dump it in. Hit it. Take your spoon. There you go. Do one at a time, okay? Taylor, you can chime in anything if you have any questions about John's childhood. Stop.
Well, is the family business still open now today?
Today, the family business is no longer open.
Oh, wow. COVID?
Not COVID at all. That's why I'm such a great entrepreneur now. I was able to see everything they did right, but I was also able to learn from their mistakes. So that's one of my also secret weapon. I learned from other people's mistakes. A couple of the mistakes, just to generalize it, right, was that they were great entrepreneurs, and they had great skill set like saving, instant gratification later. They were horrors of cash. That's what my uncles were all. They love storing cash. I knew one uncle that had $800,000. Doesn't mean he might have it now. Hopefully he does. But $800,000 cash in 1992.
That's like, what, 2 billion?
I don't know, but
3 million.
One thing that they lack, and their biggest mistake was they didn't were prepared to the opportunity of ownership, or even seeing that when the opportunity might have arose. There have been a lot of economic, let's say, distress during all these years, and they never bought the building where the grocery store was there, and they were pillars of their community. These grocery stores were 50 years in the family business. 50 years of them holding, and nobody ever made an offer.
What?
Yes, sir.
Do you think they just weren't financially good? They weren't literate enough to know, John?
They weren't literate enough to know. I mean, it's not in our community. I know it's not in the Spanish community. I know it's not in the black community. But it takes time. Now, since COVID happened, I have been able to finally break that curse, and now I'm owning my real estate, and I no longer want to rent. That is the actual key to success now for any entrepreneur. Start a business, grow your idea, stabilize it in the market, and then earn, save. So once you have a bag, actually create your opportunity of ownership.
Ownership. You hear that, Taylor? Morgan, you hear that?
So that's the reason why the family business is no longer active. At the end of the day, 50-year leases. Like, for instance, the main first store, the pillar of that community, right? The landlord kicked them out.
Oh my!
Because they were only paying $2,500. The rent on the current market they lost that around
TT, you gotta be quiet.
2016, let's say. They lost it because rent was $13,000 to $12,000.
Whoa.
So the landlord did not renew their lease.
I wouldn't either. I'm trying to
Rented it to a furniture store. It went from a furniture store to back to a grocery store, back to a furniture store, and then a restaurant, and then an office space. And now, I believe last time I checked, they were closed.
But the owner probably still owns it. Whoever owns it is the owner.
They change hands. People
sell.
Yeah, people sell.
Here, TT. All right, Morgan, we're getting ready to do the 3 cups of. Morgan, check see if there's any questions on the right side over there too. You got it? The comments? TT, let's pour some of the flour.
I can pull them up on my phone.
No, they got to, Tilla, you can, no, y'all put questions in for John for this medical support thing or mental support.
Yeah, we gotta get it back over there.
The reason I don't like calling it mental support, John, is because I think people think it's just mental. I mean, it could be physical too.
Yes, it is physical, but we're gonna get back there. Let me finish answering that question.
Okay. Titi, you got to be quiet. I'm going to send you with Mama.
Titi, you paying
I'm
attention?
trying to figure out how to pull up the chat on my phone.
Real.
Yeah, I am on.
Help out, Titi. Supervise that.
That's good. Hold on. That's good. Right there. This goes in slowly.
Oh, you know what it might be?
What?
I'm on my you guys have so many blocks on my account, my Google account. I probably can't film it if I wanted to.
Good. We got to keep some blocks on there. All right, John. So you came to Virginia. Did you say why you came here?
No, we're gonna revert right back to that. So the reason why I came after I seen all the success my uncle had, they still wouldn't identify that I was up next. They all have grocery stores now. All my uncles, my grandma, the Bronx, Manhattan, they originated in Dykeman Street. So they were rolling. And then on my father's side, all my other uncles also had grocery stores. But both sides of my family couldn't identify that. Listen, I've been doing this for 13. I think I might have stretched it out, but let's say 7, 3, another 9. So let's say almost 11 years. I'm running now as a manager. They don't even have to come. I'm running these stores successfully. Yeah, but they would have never gave me an opportunity, and I saved my money. I mean, it was not a lot, but for a child, it was a lot. So they wouldn't give me my opportunity. So I said, look, it's time for me to expand my horizon, and I got to get out of the city. I saw that in the city, and I was
send this link to Jesse too.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
I was able to identify that the only thing you can own in the city is a car. And that car that you own, they were heavily taxing it. Tickets come. You have to, if you have a vehicle, you got to fight for a parking space, first of all. If you're not renting one, it's terrible.
In the Bronx.
In Manhattan, Bronx, the whole
in the city,
tri-state. So on top of that, you couldn't just park your vehicle. Now you have to wake up on time to move because they got this little street sweepers that come early in the morning. And if you missed out, they're gonna give you a hefty ticket or they're gonna pound your car.
They ticket you if you don't leave your car for the street
They
sweeper?
have a police officer that goes with the street sweeper. They're just riding together.
They don't do that here.
Yeah, they don't do that here.
That's extra source of revenue for the beautiful city of New York City. But
I think you gotta have been there to realize that.
Yeah, well, it's a little different now, but it's even worse now. There's even more population, more cars, more chaos.
There's no way.
So I said, listen, the only you can own is the car. Because over there, I didn't show people buying your apartment. The landlord owned all these units, and you was all pounded on top of each other. You have people to the left, people to the right, people beneath you, people above you. Call it jail if you look at it a little bit with another different perspective. I said, I got to get out of here. So when I did cross the water to Jersey, because they had the one grocery store and one restaurant over there, I was able to identify that people could buy houses in Jersey. So I was very excited during that brief period of life. But when I found out the price, Miss Taylor, I was like, oh my God, I can't. So I decided I was young. I learned so much. I felt caged. So I decided to join the United States Navy. So when the recruiter, I went to the
What
recruiter.
year was that, John?
That was in 1999.
Oh, wow.
So the recruiter said, are you serious? You know what you're getting into? I said, look, I don't need no bonus. I just need to get out of here. You guys are my ticket. So then the recruiter said, slow down, young hamster. You have a GD? I said, yes. Because I did got ready before I saw the recruiter. I didn't have a GD, but I got ready to get the GD. I also went a little bit of college, and I did 1 year business administration on Bros Community College. Great college, by the way. Enjoyed that beautiful college experience. But I still said that wasn't for me.
College?
College wasn't
It's
for
not
me.
for everybody, John.
I get it. I couldn't fit in with all those fraternities and all this popularity. I'm like, is it school? You here for academics or you here for the popular show? So I said, no, thank you.
Some people will both. Yeah, unfortunately.
So I joined the military, and I ended up, and I did my boot camp in the great, what is it called? Chicago.
1 second,
The
John.
Great
Hold that
Lakes.
thought. Morgan, let's get back over to our cake. We're almost done with the cake, and we're going to get back to John. So now is the time that we're going to be putting in our 1 cup of 7 Up. This is what makes the cake rise, y'all. This
Really?
is the only cake that I know how to make. We're up top, Morgan? All right. So this is where you pour the 7 Up in. And then after we get everything mixed up, we're going to come to our pre-floured cake
Ooh.
pan.
Pre-floured, right?
Yep. So when you put the flour in there, it's going to make it, so it's going to give it that beautiful brown coating.
Nice.
Right? Brown. We love the brown.
Yeah.
And it's going to give it the brown coating. When you pull it out, it's going to look gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, all right, TT, next thing we got to do is pour in the 7 Up, and we'll let Mr. John take it away.
Okay.
All right, military, you got to.
The military. We went to the Great Lakes boot camp.
Wait a minute, TT, go ahead. All right, back on John's, Morgan.
So we went to the Great Lakes boot camp. Did around, I think boot camp is 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder now. I got my son in boot camp right now. Gold Coast Guard, because he joined the Coast Guard. I had to negotiate with the mother.
Congratulations.
Mother didn't want this. So thank you. Hopefully he can come out a successful
Maneuver.
Coast Guardian or
Is that
shipmate.
Shipmate.
Then from there, I went to Pensacola for my A school, and I fought very, very hard to get as close as I can to New York because I always have home, always at heart. So I fought. I got great scores in my
ASVAB.
well, not my ASVAB, but my curriculum, which was aviation machinist mate. In other words, I became a mechanic. So I got great scores. I was able to do the 3rd pick, and I picked Norfolk, Virginia. I got stationed in NOB, and I finished my career there. So I got here in 1999, let's say December.
Wow, man. That's a crazy story, John. That's great. It's amazing how the good Lord puts people together at certain times in life and how timing is so important when it comes to business.
So important. So as a young sailor, I said, oh no. And I put my head up here. I made a mistake.
To join?
No. To pick it over here,
Yeah.
I found it so slow, Miss Taylor.
Yes. I was. Oh.
You do that.
Or you said you picked here to be close to New York.
Correct. It was only a 6-hour drive. I believe my other station that I could have picked will put me in Florida. 12-hour drive. So I said, New York, Florida, Virginia was my middle point. So let's go there.
Got it. Okay. So you got these businesses going. You got the bus line going. You got beauty salons going.
Yep, that's years later. But let's
military.
let's fast forward it to the main question. But first, before we bring it back, how did I pivot and got myself into, let's say, the mental health space or behavioral management?
Behavior management.
Do you want to ask your roundup homies if they have any questions?
Anybody got questions? Morgan, you got the question tab up? I ain't seen your hand move at all.
How you doing, Michelle? Doing good?
Yeah.
Any questions you might have for me?
Comments.
Later on, I guess.
Later on. Let's bang it.
Okay. Here. Let's go
I
right
like
here.
to story
Click on it.
about.
Click on it, buddy. Come on, get involved.
Ask with their occupation.
Read the question, Morgan. What is it, buddy? A what? I'm a what?
Uh-oh.
What'd you say?
We have 8
A
questions.
realtor.
She said,
It's a realtor. I am a realtor. Realtor. I'm a realtor. Okay.
She's a realtor.
A realtor. Oh. TT, I can't hear Morgan. Let's see. Go ahead, TT. Oh. Interesting. South Georgia. John, everybody wants to do this.
Everybody wants
to
the
do
real
this.
estate component. But that question, I will ask it.
Go.
We're going to get to it a little bit further because there is a real estate component here because like I always have reaffirmed what you have teach Miss Taylor. It all boils down to what, Chris?
All boils down to the real estate. I don't
Yes.
care what business you went to. I don't care if it's music. I don't care if it's a nuclear. I don't care if it's the government. TT, show what he doing, Morgan. Flip the camera and let's see what TT doing. Flip the camera over here. Tell him what TT doing. Use 2 hands, buddy. You can just do like this. Toot-toot. You just go to that one. Just
Preston is being a menace.
as always.
So which question you said you was like
flip it. One, go
that you made earlier?
When you talked about how you were living before
Oh,
you
one here.
boosted up your bus business.
Oh.
Like you said, you put 80% of your check
Oh.
into
Morgan,
investments,
Morgan.
20% to your rent.
Yes.
And I feel
That's a
like
cool question to make it
What was
in
the question?
front of the camera.
that perspective from my generation, 20% of your paycheck is to live on and 80% is for investments. To me, that's impossible. For anyone that you would ask my age, that's impossible.
I can show you how that can become possible. Ask that question one more time to me.
What's the question?
How did you manage to live off of 20% of your paycheck and invest the rest of the 80%?
Real awesome. I was living way below my means, okay? I chose to allocate my money on life essentials. So when you break it down to life essential, let's go with the easy part that everybody goes wrong. I own $500 to $1,000 vehicle. John, it breaks a lot. So be it. I chose Hondas. I chose Dodge Plymouth was my vehicle of choice. The transmission burned down a lot. Yes, it did. But $500 transmission, pop it in there.
Oh, wow.
How I pop it in there, I go buy me another $500 vehicle. Call it a day. I get $500 for turning it in to the tow company, right? Or these salvage companies out here. They give me $500 for the vehicle, and I take that, put another $500, and bought me a $1,000 vehicle. So the vehicle was very minimum. The insurance was very minimum because I had it already paid off. So I only paid for my insurance, hazardous insurance, just to cover the other person's vehicle.
Talking about living below your means. That's a whole skill set by its own, buddy.
Yes, sir. So
1 second, hold that thought. Morgan, come back over top. All right, we're just about done. This is the last. This is the icing on the cake when it comes to the cake. Wow. Two tablespoons of this lemon extract. You got to put it in there. This is what makes the cake, gives it that super kick at the end, y'all. Put that in, mix it around. Then we're gonna pour it into our cake bowl there. Okay, go, John. Sorry. Let's know your means.
Then back then, you see, times changes. So cost of inflation goes up on everything. That's why it's beautiful to own real estate. Me and my wife, first apartment that we rented cost for a 2-bedroom, $550
Down here?
in Norfolk.
And an apartment fund. See,
You ain't getting none
cheapest
no more.
apartment around here is at least $1,000.
Nowadays,
More than
your
that.
generation.
Yeah.
So $550 was my rent roll. $1,000 vehicle that was already paid off, and if it breaks down, I get $500 for just turning it into the salvage company for the parts, right? So now I chose to have an air mattress and just start saving my money and focusing on my military career so I can gain rank quickly.
That's the problem, John. Don't nobody want to live below their means. Everybody
it's
wants
rough.
to live a
Well,
lifestyle.
I don't think people know because when you say living below your means, I'm thinking you mean like couponing and like just trying to save as much money as possible. Not living essentially, like only needing
Essentials. Like back then was no internet,
No phone.
no phones, no high-tech
Yeah.
phones. So I didn't have all those plans. I just had a basic phone plan, and then just grocery. But the military was a great cheat code for me as well because I had a steady check from the government. Everything was basically tax-free because we stayed at the nest. So we did our grocery at the nest. We bought our clothing at the nest. And then I did a lot of multiple sources of income.
What's the nest?
The nest is the Navy Exchange. Everything is tax-free there.
Yeah.
So they have the food portion like Food Line. Then they have the clothing and electronic portion as well. So it's just a wonderful resources for the military. If you're in the military or you're a vet, please shop at the next. Enjoy the benefit of your hard-earned sacrifice.
Oh.
But then I also did house hacking. Thank you. What is house hacking?
Morgan.
I had a 2-bedroom. We paid $550, so I rented to another sailor a room, and I put that sailor to pay me $200.
Yeah, get it to mama.
So basically, a friend that I had. So 80% to invest and save once the money got to a certain amount that was, doable.
Okay, cake.
The cake.
You ready, y'all? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Get
Pour it in.
Drop it in. Okay. Final steps, y'all.
So I'm gonna tell you the secret weapon to that in a minute.
Final step. You got your batter here. You hold it in your hand. I have like a expensive. My wife got me this KitchenMaid. If you don't have one, you don't need one, but nice to have. and then you pours right in, real nice,
Nice.
real sweet. And this cake batter is what the kids fight over because it really tastes amazing. TT, how did it taste for you?
It's good.
TT, can you? Never mind, I got it.
I think I deserve the bowl.
You deserve the bowl.
I think
You know
so.
that, Princess?
You and Morgan, you got to share it.
Oh,
What about Mama?
Damn.
it's in West
TT? You gotta look out, buddy. I'm gonna mess it up.
Oh no.
I see why this can be a fighting subject.
Mm-hmm.
Royal Rumble.
Yes, it can be. So you'll see this. You get it in, move it around, swirl it around, real nice. Let me get the rest of this out here. Go ahead, John.
And here's the biggest secret. On top of we house hack, we just live on basic life essential, right? My wife hated the shit out of me. But this was the biggest
that sounds
component.
familiar.
My wife had a job. So with my sailor income, which is probably everybody's asking, how much at the time were you making? It was like 30 years ago, 25 years ago. It was a long time. But I think I was probably making as a sailor 1,500.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
gone up.
It has gone up. So on top of
Give it to
that,
mother.
my wife had a job. It wasn't the best paying job. She started working at
They can look if you're not gonna look.
Family Dollar. $15 an hour.
1 second, John. Morgan, what camera you on? 4? Where's that at? John, come back over here real quick. Y'all share that. You go ahead. All right, we gotta drop it here, y'all. We drop it, get the bubbles out so that when you put it in the oven, it doesn't fall. And now we'll drop it on here too.
I see why is that a problem.
All right, so now Morgan, go ahead and cut to that one.
Okay.
Is it good?
Huh?
It's delicious. Beyond good.
What you mean move? I'm pointing right at the camera. Let me know what you see. All right. So now we're getting ready to put this thing in the oven. Follow me over here, Morgan. So your oven, y'all, preheated. Oh, I forgot to make the crust. That's going to be Crisco. It's going to be Crisco and flour. Oh wow. Oh damn.
And that light is in the way.
I'm looking right at it. I'm
She's
looking.
gonna have to use this one to get you in the oven.
That one is shooting right there.
Okay.
It ain't got to be perfect.
Yeah.
Be trying.
Okay. To get the dusting of the brown crust, you got flour and Crisco you put in here. All right, and we got 1 hour. The oven goes to 350. We got 1 hour in the oven. We got Mr. John is going to talk to us and share with us his entrepreneurial ventures for 1 hour. Alexa, set timer for 1 hour, please. Alexa, let's get back to John.
Do you want the
Is it not plugged in?
Yes.
I thought you
Alexa,
Oh, does she even want
set
it?
timer for 1 hour.
Girl,
Morgan might want to be involved in that.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know neither, but I'm going to join you guys.
Alexa,
do you want this?
set timer for 1 hour.
She was funky.
Mm-mm.
You funky, that's what I said.
What's wrong with it, man?
Oh.
Uh-oh, she feisty.
Don't matter to me. I done had 100 of these.
Uh-oh. You get a knife? You at least you get the knife.
Yeah, I guess
Me and Taylor get the finger.
that's cool. Do you want a spoon?
No, it's probably appropriate.
Yes.
All right, so bringing it back to why you think 80% was too excessive or unrealistic, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The biggest secret was all of the earning that my wife was bringing home was all going straight to saving. It was not like this new age. Her money was her money. Now it is.
Oh yeah, that's the new thing.
That's now it is. But it was not this new age of girl empowerment. Your money is your money and my money is my money, or let's meet 50-50. Or the other way, which is even worse. my money, which is the female, and I love you females, don't kill me, okay?
My money is my money.
And your money is my money too. We didn't have no secret accounts. She gave me all the money. She saw everything. I always took care of her, but we was focused on growing ourselves out of that apartment into a home. So I was very scared to buy my first home, but she grabbed my ear. Her Aunt JoJo grabbed my other ear, and they forced me into buy my first home. But 80% of my income was saved for that purposes, and the main majority of that money came from her part of the income. So you need a partner. You need a partner that
Hard to
understands.
do it by yourself, bro.
You can't do. Nobody builds anything without yourself. You are Chris Hensking, and you're round up homies, but you have a beautiful backbone, which is your family and the support of everybody around you that makes your life work and click, and makes you be the greatest creator and the greatest performer out here in this Hampton
What
Roads.
they do, Preston, what they do allows me to do what I do.
That's right.
You ready for round two or you good?
I'm ready for round two, good sir.
All right,
So,
let's fast forward.
did that answer that question?
Any questions you got, Morgan? What questions you got on the chat?
Like I can not be someone. There's no way I can be someone.
You can't. You need a village.
This is right there, Morgan.
Okay.
And now listen to this. So now, John, it's impossible nowadays.
Come on,
It's
man.
not. The median house income is what around here? 30,000 or 40,000?
40,000.
Okay. So what's the mean? Taylor, I'm going to ask you a question because you're in real estate. What is the normal rent roll out here? For two? Yeah.
I say 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom.
Let's go 2 bedrooms.
2 bedroom, 1,500.
1,500.
1,500.
What is the minimum income that somebody working a 9 to 5 can make, one person?
60 a year.
Let's just say $2,000 a month.
That's 25,000.
No, I said probably 1,500 a month.
Let's go 1,500 a month. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's 18. That's poverty.
Exactly.
Well, I come from poverty, so I love these numbers.
I can put it in the calculator.
That's fine. So let's put the calculator there. You can continue to.
So somebody's working 9 to 5.
Mhm.
20 an hour.
Let's go $1,500 a month,
Okay, 1,500.
and let's go that the other partner is doing $1,500 a month too.
Okay.
And let's say they put everything in that beautiful, tasty pot of yours. So now, how much we got in the pot?
3,000.
Awesome. So now, what is the normal rent roll of 1 bedroom right now?
1 bedroom.
Uh-huh.
Around 1,000.
Throw it in there, 1,000. That's a beautiful number. I was renting it for $200, Miss Taylor.
Hey, John, remind everybody of what you're doing right now.
We are finding out how we can save 80% on today's market because she still says that is way.
They can hear you. You don't got it. You got
I'm sorry. They say it's way undoable.
Yeah.
So now, how much we are in the pot? $4,000.
Wait. I thought
We're
spending.
making $3,000 as a couple.
Mhm.
I rented 1 room at $1,000. So
Oh.
now we're at $4,000 a pop.
That's
Oh,
what they don't
that's
want to do,
what-
John.
okay, I
That's
thought
what they
you
don't want to do.
spend-
You gotta sacrifice, brother. And you gotta look for extra revenue wherever you can.
John, they don't want to do that.
Okay. Now we are, for those that are veterans, shopping at the Next. For those of us that are not veteran, we're using coupons. We're looking for sales, and we're doing everything that we can to get the most we can for our dollar. So now we got a $4,000 budget, right? So let's subtract now 1,500 for the
Hold
rent.
on, John. You really skipped over something.
What?
I don't think it's fair that you, Morgan.
I say
Go ahead and bring
one
me up
bedroom
here.
is in between probably 800 to 1,000.
Say 1,000. Let's make it easy. You good?
What's the problem?
We're about to find out.
Either one. Which one? So, John, help us understand. People say, I want to live by myself. I don't care. I can't share space. I can't do this. I don't want to have these people. I need my privacy, so on and so forth. You are saying this like anybody can just rent out a room and live with somebody.
Simple.
So I want you to make sure you address that because that's where I come from. I rent out rooms in my house. I don't want to pay the mortgage or to rent them on my own. So I need you to explain to people that are trying to live a lifestyle where I want my this and I want my I can't live with nobody. Just unpack that a little bit.
Well, first of all, you have to understand my background. Nothing was given to me. Everything was earned step by step the hard way.
Go back to
So
John Morgan, what are you doing? Okay.
again, when I used to live with my mom, single parent in a 1-bedroom in Manhattan, right? Uptown Nagle Avenue and Sherman, right? And Dyckman Street was just 3 blocks away. I and my brother co-shared the living room.
Damn.
So we slept on bunk beds on the living room next to some couch, next to some TV. We went to sleep when the mama went to sleep. So you imagine, I've been living with people all my life. So living by myself,
Unusual.
unusual, but it was never taught. Then I also remember my early childhood where when we first came here, we came to my grandpa and grandma home. They had a 2-bedroom apartment and they had their 6 daughters, 6 childs, and then me and my brother there. So we, since early birth, it's all we known how to house hack. Just like some people in New York are doing it right now. Chris, do you know that people right now in New York are cramming themselves into an apartment just to be able to afford to pay the rent? Now we're talking about living paycheck to paycheck. So bring it back to your question. Why people say that they don't want to live by themselves, they want to live by themselves, is because they are receiving that instant gratification that, like you say, I'm sorry to hit it for the mic. I can do it all by myself. Yeah. I don't need no see people next to me. Well, that mentality is what has society living in extra luxury nowadays instead of sacrificing, saving, getting to a number, right? And then designating that bag to do a job.
John, bring it over, Morgan. Come on, buddy, pay attention. So I just want to make sure that I'm clear. So for me, when I started out, I rented out every bedroom. In fact, I rented out the bigger bedrooms to other people because I took the smaller bedrooms.
Smart.
I didn't even care. I'm like, look. But as I've gotten older, I thank God that was a hack that I did that allowed me to be where I am today, to pay that property off. But we're going to keep moving. Sorry, we're not going to stay here long, y'all. I think that has held us back as a culture, trying to live a European lifestyle where one person or one family in one house. I just don't know if that's something that us as a culture are even financially prepared to do. I mean, I don't even think that we can.
Well, let me put it like this. We have been modernized, okay, Chris? So for me to answer that question and for Ms. Taylor and Ms. Morgan and TT over here to learn, let's take it back to slavery because I'm Dominican, right? Haiti, we share it just with Haiti. I got family members that are Haitian, okay, in my family as well, from my wife's side. So since slavery, we always were crammed up together in the boss, let's not call him the boss, the slave master home. So why, if it is instilled in our roots that we live together, we suffer together, and then we thrive together because the success of when we all stand against the master, some of them got whipped, but things change. Like, okay, they're coming too much and the productivity is going down. So why can't we do that today? Why everybody is running away from our roots?
Wow.
Generations is right there. And I took it a little bit deep and I apologize.
Taylor, what do you think about that?
It's valid.
So why, if we could, our ancestors did it before, right? Or even when after slavery was over,
they still did it.
The grandpa had all the kids and all the grandchildren there, and it was 40 acres and a mule, but we never got that. But it was, even in DR, we got some land and it was the family working the land.
Preston.
So why can't we do it again? Each family can do it independently. It's already there. We just want luxury.
Oh my Lord.
So we can suffer a little bit at the beginning, so then we can enjoy luxury.
That's all I did.
Brother,
I just want to make sure we.
Do you not still don't live in luxury? I live in luxury, beautiful home like yourself, but I'm sharing it now with others. But I'll bring it back for your viewers to mental health. So we're now talking about $4,000 budget. We should track from 4,000, 1,500. How much we have?
What was it? 30?
Just the 80% question.
Oh, it was like
2,500. How much is internet? That's life essential nowadays.
$100.
We're talking about 2,400. What else we need? Let's say a car payment. Buy a $1,000 vehicle. Today's not 1,000, 1,500. Paid off. How much is limited liability insurance on a vehicle?
$100, I guess.
Yeah, I guess 100.
Okay, put it there.
Note still. Make sure you get this stuff.
So we did 100 from the phone.
Correct. Internet.
And we bought $1,000 car.
No.
Oh no, we didn't buy $1,000.
That's when we save. I'm just talking about the cost of it. Okay. Hit me. So we're looking at $2,300 right now.
$2,300.
Okay. So now let's add
Electricity, water.
Let's add those things, and let's add a phone plan, family plan. So it would be
$500 with utilities.
Take that out.
All right.
Take out food. How much for food?
500.
Shit, man. If you scrimping,
Let's scrimp it.
Oh, yes.
I don't know, man.
Let's go.
100, 200.
Let's go $500 for food,
Okay, 200. Yeah, we spend that in.
and we're talking about just a couple, right?
Yeah, if Chris was just like me and someone else,
Yeah. Let's just go $500. Let's go with low numbers. How much I got, Miss Taylor?
1,300.
John. Impossible. You can't do it in 2025, right? About to be 26. Multiply that by 12, please.
You still got gas though.
That's fine. Just give me my number now that we multiply by 12.
15,600.
Okay. Delete 600. Leave me with $15,000.
No, you need more than that. And gas, let's say 200. That's you need at least take out a 1,500 in gas
Take out $1,500 of gas. Most people are
for
electric.
the year.
That's fine. Most people are electric. Most apartment complexes are all electric.
Most people
Oh,
are
yeah,
electric.
gas. Okay. How much we got?
That's
So
not
we got
good.
14,000.
That's not 1,200 a year in gas.
Yeah, more or less. I'm sorry.
14,000 a year.
Okay. How much we got?
14,100.
Listen, just for the viewers, let's say our budget of saving now is $10,000.
Cut another 4 off. All right.
Just for giggles, right?
400 off.
So today we can save. So we have $10,000. How much normally a couple that works that type of job of making just $2,000, $1,500 a month, and my partner makes $1,500 a month? How much do we get back at the end of the year on taxes, tax return?
Let's say you get 5,000.
Both couple. Add that up now.
So 5,000 for both of you.
Yep, we're back now at $15,000, right?
Roughly. Let's say you have 15,000.
15,000, and we are losing low numbers. So now let's say we save long term, John, long term. Let's say we
5
save for
years.
4 years or 5 years. Let's do 5. Let's do 4 years
So you
because
down to 15,000 too.
15,000 times 4. How much is that, Miss Taylor?
15,000 times 4. Whoa. 60.
How much? Repeat it. You said it so low.
60.
$60,000. Now here comes me asking question to the beautiful brain of Mr. Chris Hanskin. Chris Hanskin, how much you need as a first-time homeowner to put down on a home?
Minimum you need 3%. You buy a $200,000 house, 3%, about 6,000.
Let's use bigger numbers because inflation. So let's say now the average home is 350.
350. You need 3 to 5. Let's say 5%.
No problem. How much is that?
5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. This can be 18,000 plus closing costs. You'll need 25,000.
25,000. So now, Miss Taylor, me and my family, we sacrificed on 2025. We've been sacrificing since COVID, right? And we now have a pot of $60,000. We're gonna subtract 25,000. But you know what? I want to live above my means because I suffered for 4 years.
I deserve it.
I want it now.
I do.
So let's say that we paid. Let's say we paid 40,000. Again, how much was my 20,000? Right?
25.
We have a nice, decent home, 4-bedroom, garage, yard, right? But let's say now we're gonna shrink it, and I want it now. So I only saved now 20,000, and I blew 40 on the house. I went above a little bit more on my means. Now what we're gonna do, family? We're gonna just live
Way no
till
longer.
now. I have multiple sources of income because now I just don't have a 2-bedroom. I have 4, and it all begins again for what? For you to do 2 things: for you to save and repeat, rinse and repeat, and buy another one, or for you to save and put a business. And that's what I did with my family. Once I got back from cruise, I went from cruise. Okay, I brought back 40,000 because while everybody else was buying luxury purses, gold in Bahrain, they went crazy. All my sailors friends, they wanted a party, they wanted a drink. I stayed home, rice and noodle, PlayStation. I came back with 40 from cruise. Then we sold our first home. 100,000 I made out of my first home. I should have stick with the real estate thing, but I went to business.
Business is faster money.
Yeah, but real estate is slower and steadier.
It's
So
steadier. That's true.
So anybody can do it. Is it doable now the way that I explained it to you?
Yes.
I deserve to live by myself.
It is doable, but that is definitely you have to change your whole mentality. Like
Yeah, you want to be real.
a lot, I don't even know of anybody who would not.
Your dad?
No, I'm talking about my age. Anybody who would be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna live below my means for 10 years."
Let's slow it down. Today, you're how old?
18 or 17.
Okay.
Oh,
X
Lord.
amount of years ago, I was that same individual. You have a starting point. The younger you start, grasshopper, the more beneficial of a lifestyle you're gonna have when you get old like us.
Faster it goes, too.
So don't say that it's good. You have to. Something have to change in you. That to push the limit to grow social class, to push the limit to change your atmosphere. Some people say, but my lifestyle, and I'm just talking about the real impoverishment. My lifestyle, my surroundings, my background, there's just no opportunity for us. Well, then do what I did. Change your home surroundings.
You gotta leave.
But you gotta grow your mindset. So now, back to the question of how I became into the mental health space.
All right.
COVID came, blanketed all my recession-proof businesses. Okay, and it's recession-proof because one ticket with sprinterbus.net going to New York was $40 at that time. Today it's $55 consistently. Great service and insurance. And then my beauty salon, it was only $25 to get a wash and set, no chemicals. Oh. No, hold up. With chemicals is natural hair, so that was a little bit more. But all my businesses that were recession proof, during recessions, we used to do even better because we was always economical. So I always give back to my community that way. I give them value for the less amount of money. And then I provide consistency in all my services.
Can't lose with doing that.
Yeah, so they were all shut down. And then they say you are the byproduct of the 5 people you hang around with. So I started seeing my friend and business partner always hanging out with a special individual. At the beginning, I couldn't identify that because I saw him as normal as it could be. So I'm like, hey, buddy, who's this guy? You're my partner. I know your whole life structure. What are you doing with this person? He goes, oh, that's my business partner. That's my best friend. He's my brother. He's my life. And I said, interesting. But I paid him no mind. COVID happened. Then I started seeing this gentleman that is very conservative. Me and him, because he's my business partner, we have a liking. We are called like the Spanish Jew. That's how we're able to make fun of people, because people go, how do you guys have such a success? Well, we're Jews. So Jewish people is known for being very stingy and saving their money, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a lifestyle that we think. It's called a minimalistic lifestyle. You can research it.
Don't need a lot.
So I started seeing him posting. Meanwhile, I'm going crazy here. I saw my whole lifestyle shut down. I saw me losing everything. Like for the first time in everybody's career path or success story, or if it was hard for you, it just got harder. Everybody saw the end of the world. Gun sales was going crazy. I bought me a couple of guns just in case for mayhem, right? We don't know. And I said, well, my goodness, I have to just do something. I'm the leader of this family and we don't even got money for food, right? Because I put all my money to invest. I just really did an investment that also I was not seeing it. I bought this shopping center in Victory Boulevard and we just did the sale and that got slowed down. So I'm like, my goodness, I'm going to lose everything. But I start seeing my partner now post and he never posts. He's posting in the fire pit, he's drinking, he's chilling with the family, and I see this guy so relaxed. So I said, sir, how come you so relaxed? You're my partner, you don't even post. He said, during this whole shutdown, I'm making $12,000. Then most people want
$12,000 a month?
A month, tax-free. So I said, how come? What is that cheat code?
All right, hold tight. Y'all, bring him up, Morgan. All right, so now is where we're going to get into the juice of this interview here, and we're going to do another one. John will come to the podcast. I wanted to just kind of get him on before the holiday, and I didn't want to bore you with me just making the cake. So I thought it would be a nice idea, and if you are enjoying this, make sure you give us a thumbs up down below. Morgan, please let me know questions. Bring any questions in the comments there? No comments? Read the one comment.
I also have a 501c3 for transitional programs.
Transitional programs.
That's a beautiful business.
Who is that? Who is that? Ed New. Ed New it on group. Okay, that's cool.
Is that yours?
We got a 501(c).
For transitional program, but I'm also interested in helping people out of prison that need medical support. Listen to you guys as often because now I am trying to pivot.
John, this is gonna be so big.
This might be.
Well, I'm saying we're gonna get back to John. We got a few more minutes. The cake. We only Alexa, show timer.
Did she set a timer?
What time are you set?
Alexa,
TT, give me 5.
Taylor, what is it? Alexa, show timer.
You're the best,
She's
TT.
looking at the wall. I was wondering if you set a timer. Did she respond? Me neither.
Alexa, show timer. 38 minutes. Oh man, this thing's looking juicy.
So remember,
I got the backstory. Hold on, still on camera. We're coming back. You got the backstory now, right? All this stuff is bringing us to here. So I want you to understand that sometimes in your life you must pivot or die. That's one of the things with being an entrepreneur. Like it's do or die. It's just do or die. And it's not when you really do it every day. It's just like being an animal in the wild. They don't think about it. Just like us, we go to work every day. We do. This is what we have to do to live. And sometimes you got to pivot. So now John's getting ready to get into the pivot, which is where we come along and hopefully can pivot with him. And then you can learn this strategy too. So you can pivot your business. Because I know traditional rentals, if you're doing traditional rentals, they are not going to be able to sustain you. They have never been able to sustain me. All right. Okay, medical support stuff, John. What is it? Mental support. So go ahead. Your guy was doing well. Go back to John.
He was doing well during COVID. He was actually thriving the way that I saw it. He was okay. His business was okay. Now, the same stressor that I had, he had because he was my partner. Our real estate completely shut down. People not paying rent. We can't pressure them to pay rent. We couldn't even leave our home. We was not considered essential workers. He was, I wasn't. But if just the 12,000 got your interest and you do my line of business for money, stay away because those bad actors will get filtered out quick.
What do you mean by that, John?
A lot of people are here for the money. I know money and resources is very important to all of us, but it's great when your work and the service that you provide is changing life and the byproduct of your work is the money. Mm-hmm. But because you're not focusing on the money, then you're also deploying most of that cash in your individual to continue to keep changing. But here's what he told me. Sounds good, right? I go, yes, sir. He said, no, you're not ready. You can't do this. I said, wait a minute, brother. I got the same teaching you are. You're a veteran vet just like me. We met in the Navy. So I do things honorable with courage and commitment. So if I say that I will do this, I will commit. Teach me. So he started me as a DSP. John was a DSP. And my line of business is called a direct support provider or direct support specialist, right? A DSP. So I started working in the day support where he was working at to gain the experience. I'm not going to promote the company because I'm in the market now in the Hampton Roads. Beautiful lady, beautiful experience. Thank you. Boss lady, okay? We all have bosses. So we started as employees. But he was a little bit further because he was called a sponsor. And then the program is called Sponsor Residential. So getting back to it, the field that I was going in was Medicaid waiver. And for me to teach your audience a little bit more, they can just Google Medicaid waiver program in my area or near me and stuff will start coming up. So everybody knows about Medicaid, right? Do you guys know about Medicaid?
Medicaid and care, I know they're different things.
I don't really know.
Well, Medicaid is like insurance, right? It helps people paid for their
lower income.
Well, people that qualify. Let's just put it like that.
All right.
You can have a lot of things that make you qualify for that. You don't have to be just lower income.
That's okay.
Okay, so Medicaid helps pay for medical costs, help pay for your medicine, but there's a bonus added to it, which is the waiver portion. And the waiver portion breaks down into 2 segments. One of the first segment is called the DD Medicaid Waiver Program. That's the segment that I'm into. DD stands for Developmental Disability. John, how does that look like in this space? Well, people that are autistic, they have a developmental disability while they're growing up, like something in their development failed, and now they have a disability because of that. Or they have cerebral palsy. They have a whole bunch of other stuff that qualifies them to be in the DD space. The other space is called the CC plus waiver. And then that has like people that have dementia and other stuff. So that's a whole different segment. I just focus on the DD space. And then,
but some people, like the one guy at the house, he was normal till he was 35, and then he got stung by a mosquito.
What?
A mosquito. That's a beautiful story. But again, let's just stick to it happens. But now, since the mosquito stick him, he has now other predetermined condition physically, health-wise, that qualify him to be in the DD space. So therefore, he's more in my realm. So back again to my story, right? So we gave you what the programs are. If you're interested in what we do sponsored residential under the Medicaid DD waiver. And it breaks down into different segments of what a waiver is. Now, if you want to compress it down, I deal with what is called the community, the CL Medicaid DD waiver. And that's my specialty.
All right, y'all. Hope you're getting this stuff here, man.
And that's like the easiest way you can break it down.
Morgan, how many people we got hanging out with us? 12. Look, round up. Bring it back to me real quick. You know what I mean? Round up, homies. I got to tell y'all, I have been looking for this, and I've heard about this since the start of my career. Before I had a family, before I was married, before my daughter was alive, I've been looking to find out, how do you get into this space? And just yesterday, I found out why it's so hush-hush. We're not going to get into that.
We could later. It's fine.
I finally found out why no one is talking about this anywhere on planet Earth. It's like it just doesn't happen. You almost have to have a relationship to get into this thing. All right, so just keep that in the back of your mind. We are the plug. Not saying that we're boss, whatever. This is your plug. Why? Because I love you. All right, and happy holiday, John.
And because Chris, I love you and your roundup homie, I'm open to discuss about it. Plus, also, if you're in the Hampton Roads area or even in Virginia, because I'm licensed to operate in Virginia, and you want to know how to start, please, my website, www.familycareservice.org. We can guide you from step 1. If you have a family member that have a developmental disability and they just have Medicaid, there's the plus, okay? There's the Medicaid waiver for you. We can help you start your journey.
Wow.
And it's free. I work for free, brother. Hopefully, I do this because we want to help out and sow seeds, and maybe one in the future, we can do their behavioral management for them. If
you keep sowing it.
If they come, God said, build their business and they will come. But right now, we have to teach, because the thing about it is this. I'm Spanish. My community does not know about this. The only thing that my community knows about is Section 8, food stamp, okay, and the Medicaid. Because most of my background is impoverishment, and that's all they know. But most of also in our population, they have a majority of developmental disability. A lot of kids that are autistic, children. This
Latino community?
Yes, but let me put it like this. It's even bigger in the ethnic Black population as well.
I know we crazy. Shit, I know.
No, brother, we are crazy too. Understand?
Who's crazier, too? I think
both.
Black folk might be a little.
Okay.
You got any questions for John, man?
I do. So is your service for just like the older people, or for kids as well?
No. Well, I'm still not licensed for kids. It's extra requirements, but this service is for everybody that has a developmental disability. Mostly kids, they get the CC plus and they start there, right? But like, for instance, I was able to help because now that I'm in the space, right? I can go back because I am a boss. I can go back to all my employees. And now it's like a blindfold was taken off my eyes, and I'm able to identify these individuals or these symptoms in people. And I'm able now in public, general public, see and identify who's the care aide or who's the DSP working with an individual, and I'm able to identify them out in the community. I don't approach them because it's not proper business etiquette, but I say, and then I teach my family members to also take their blindfold and be able to identify them. And now for kids, it's just a different process. They have to get all their paperwork and classification and diagnosis, prepare the package, contact the local community service board, and start the process. But we can help them with them. But it's for kids. It's for anybody that qualifies for this program. And just because I'm in the field or I'm a provider doesn't mean that, oh, I'm going to make you qualified. It don't work like that. You got to have the proper diagnoses, and you really got to have the proper, you need the help. You'll be able to identify it.
Okay. And then that leads to my next question. So what makes you...
No, sir. Round two is I'm still...
Good. That ain't like you. Go ahead.
Next question.
So what made you want to start up this program to help people with disabilities rather than just... Like the government already has something set up like that to house people with disabilities. So why didn't you just go that way instead of making a program? Because you can still get money from...
Yes, but again, I'm not in this business. And if you come to this business, like the first thing when I'm vetting people to come, hey, I got multiple real estate. We have 2 questions still pending. How can I do the mental health and pivot into real estate? I get calls all day. I got 15 rentals. I'm like, brother, I'm in the space. If you're just coming in here to house individuals in your real estate, this is not going to work. So again, it's you have to know somebody in the industry, and then they have to educate you, and you have to get in. Anybody that doesn't have experience, they're not going to come in, because one of the prerequisites is tell me the experience that you have. Lucky enough, I started way back. I've been dealing with symptoms of DD for such a long time.
With your family?
With my family. My mom was mental health, but she's bipolar type, the highest one that there is, and she has a developmental disability on it as well. I just didn't know. And
you was working as a kid.
Yes, and my brother, my cousin Ugo is completely autistic. So I've been helping my aunt all these days. I just thought that my cousin is just a crazy person, and my mom is just a crazy person. And I'm a little bit crazy because I came out of her womb, but
I think you might be right about that.
I just thought they were just crazy. And I never spoke about it, and I never have spoken in the public like this because of the stigma. But again, it's all blindfold. You have to remove and understand.
You got to get it out. Man.
So Taylor, to answer your question, the person that teach me, and he took his time, and he was able to find out that I already had the experience in it, helped me enter the market. When we entered the market, we started from the floor. He started me working for free, basically for 2 years, while I was working as a DSP, because he was teaching me a great, terrible lesson.
What's that?
Which was...
I love that. I just set you up for that, which was how to deal with individual with intense behaviors. He was not giving me the easies. He was giving me all the hard. And then with my job as a DSP, I was able now, because what we use when they're having behaviors or they're having a moment, right? Or they're having an outburst, is we have to learn how to deploy coping skills, which I'm going to do a video and post it on my YouTube, Family Care LLC, how to deal with behaviors, right? Coping skills. I'm going to name it really nice, something in that format of how to deploy your coping skills. So what I was learning at my job, I was deploying it for free now, dealing with his intense individuals at my home. And at the same time, I was desensitizing my family, my child, my wife, so they can come on board. Because when you do this, it takes a village to change and make a difference in an individual. And it takes a village for you to be able to get better skilled at performing these tasks. So I was deploying different tactics. So yes, there's a lot of different programs. Somebody said I have nonprofit, right? Well, that's what it said.
Yeah, 501c.
A 501c, and we are just people that help get out of jail.
Out of
There's a
jail,
lot
yeah.
of program. It's just what you was exposed to, right? And what you was able to learn, and people help you get on the market, because this is very hush hush.
I know we're going to be good at it. I know. The reason being, John, both of me and my wife's family suffer from mental disease, I will say. What was it? Mental disease? I don't know. PTSD. What is it?
So,
Bipolar. We have been living with this. It's so weird when you're growing up with it. Like you said, that's just my dad. He just
That's
go
just my
crazy.
family member.
He just do this.
Yeah,
just
they're a
do
little
this, he just
crazy.
do this, and then you look back, you're like, he was sick the whole time.
Yep, and it's normal. Like, listen, I didn't know how bad mental health was in my family, because I always seen them fight. You know, black family fights all the time. So does Latino. But I wasn't able to identify the mental piece until now in my late years. And I'm like, huh, most of my dad deceased. He's dead. But now I understand my dad even a little bit more. And I really wish I could turn back the hands of time so we can speak. Like, I understand you. Now I know coping skills. But people just fighting all day and screaming, brother, there's a lot of underlining things there. So back again, we started as DSP.
Wow,
then
man.
we started doing
How's it look, Morgan?
DSP. We was working in a day support. What is a day support? Is basically just like little kids, so people can understand it. The simplest form is when you have a child and you take him to some daycare. It's daycare for adults with developmental disability. The staff is one. I think the ratio is 1 to 10 or 1 to 7. When you have one direct support professional taking care of 7 individuals, and you guys do activities and all kinds of cool stuff, but they stay in the confinement of that space.
Mm-hmm.
Then we grew to what is called engagement, where now I'm going out and we're helping them go out into the community and, you know, incorporate themselves into normal society. So they're just not dealing with people that are just like them. They're dealing now with the population in general, and we're helping them do their errands, do their shopping, go to their doctor's appointment, stuff like that. Then we grew, or basically I say we because it's my family. I represent my family. My business is my family, and my family is my business. Did you quote that? I don't know, but repeat that. Okay. So then we grew on to one-on-one with the severes, because I was dealing with them in my house, the high intense ones. So I deal with just coaching, which was just on a one-on-one, and taking them out to the community and doing the same thing we was doing in engagement. Then I became a sponsor. And then I am an entrepreneur. I did my time. I became a veteran. I had a lot of great relationship, and I became an agency now. So we are familycareservice.org.
So anything else you got, Taylor? So John, you know that I am a real estate guy, and I've been looking for this. I just want all my round up family. First of all, thank you for hanging out with us. You could be anywhere in the world. Thank you for giving us your attention. We got Alexa, show timer. Why does it keep turning around?
I'm not sure. She left a little corner.
20 minutes and 51 seconds remaining.
We got 20 minutes left here for the cake will be ready. John, you know I'm a real estate guy. In real estate, what I have learned from doing it since 2004, it's nothing but money. You pay, you stay. You don't pay,
you gotta go.
There's really nothing else to it. And after I've gotten older, I'm like, I don't want my life to just be about, did you pay? All right, well, you gotta go. I mean, what type of fulfillment and impact is that for me? So when I met you, I'm like, I love it when we say if you're in it for the money, because you probably can sense that we don't even work for money. I mean, it's almost like the money comes after you do the work, right? So I guess I want to just make sure that we let everybody know here, if you're looking to be impactful, this isn't all about money, but tie it into the real estate and the services that you provide, because you can't do nothing without real estate. They got to be somewhere.
I told Miss Taylor. You always tell Miss Taylor and Miss Morgan. They're doing a great job, by the way, back there. Everybody get a round of applause for Miss Morgan. And also a round of applause for Miss Taylor. You've been quite shy, okay? Me and you're gonna get cooking. I need more questions from you. But back again, let's tie the real estate.
You can't go.
She's gonna go after your question. I'm gonna expect one from you.
You ready?
It's not ready yet.
It's not ready quite yet. You can
That's
take-
the Lego.
What?
What?
The Lego is something in the refrigerator.
Can I have this one, please?
No.
Uh-oh. Oh, he said no, y'all. So back again, tie the real estate portion of this, right? So let's go back to the story that I was telling of my childhood, and then my 80%, and you live off 20, and you save 80 to then grow the money sufficient enough to
That's
invest.
just a habit that you got. You're gonna have we invest first. Remember I told you we invest first, spend what's left. If you don't have that skill, it's gonna be challenging to win.
And back to your impactful. Us leadership, we're not in it for the money. Us big entrepreneurs that have been established and doing this for quite some time now, we do business from the heart. Because I know why I love you so much, and I love the Roundup homie, is because you do help a lot of people locally and abroad, but you lead with your heart first. And when me and him met, the heart piece was always there. I felt it.
There.
Like I knew the honesty of that beautiful soul, because we all religious at the end of the day. It all goes back to real estate and religion. So again, back from my original story, I talked about always since birth, all I known is house hack. I came here, we was house hacking in my grandma and grandpa. We was tight there, bro. We was sleeping 4 to a bed.
Oh.
Imagine people throwing them. It was crazy.
Give it in my bed. Get out of there.
They were all king size, but you know, because these apartments from back in the day, they were big. That's why they're kicking people out that have these 20 years and 30 years leases. This landlord are just jittering.
Yeah,
They come and they break it down now and make 2 bedrooms into 3 bedroom because the square footage was so big. And then when I came into the military, we was in boot camp, and then in one room it was, hey, sir, you want to come join us and be?
TT, be quiet. It's 50 in the room, then, isn't it?
50. And then when I got my first apartment and out of the dorm, right?
Preston.
What's going on, buddy? That sugar got you, huh?
Oh no.
The sugar got him. Okay, I'm doing my
TT,
stuff.
we're almost done.
Now back up. No touch.
So then back again, I got my first apartment. We house hacked that. Nowadays, my house hacking looks different because I no longer want to get money. I want to get and put impact and change life. So I want to get the result of changing somebody's life constantly,
Help them
every day.
understand impact, John.
Every day. So the impact that we provide as direct support providers is we help individuals not only with their daily chore, but we help them improve their behaviors, reduce the independence of them going to the emergency room, because that's a big expense on the Medicaid, right? But it's not that we're stopping them. If they have to go, they have to go. But some people, coping skills is just to go to the emergency room. I had a beautiful human being that's all she known, and that's all she was used to, because she was going from program to program to program to program to program. She was getting kicked out of everywhere, Ms. Taylor, because of her behaviors. But people, when individuals have behaviors, it's just their way of communicating, but they're communicating with
what they know.
With screaming. So I have individuals that live in my home, and yes, the Medicaid waiver pays $700, $600, $800 for rent, and that's a stipend they have for that. Then they get a stipend for their disability, right? So this is the real estate portion. Each room that I rent now is to an individual, and then we as direct support, we get a stipend for doing the work. And what I tell the community is, please stop being stingy. There's enough money there where you can buy them nice clothes. My Mr. Individual, which I'm not going to say his name, you can check us out on Family Care LLC on YouTube, and you can see
people are great.
all our beautiful family. They wear Tommy, they wear Nautica. I take them to the outlet and shop. I buy them
On
gold.
the next one, we'll have them here so people can meet them.
Well, they're gonna meet him in DR. We are about to go over there.
We'll be running cameras over there.
Yes.
Tell them about that, John. Tell them what they do.
Well, let's do the real estate portion and then
Okay,
we
that's right,
answer
that's
that.
right.
Okay. And then I need to grab a question from Ms. Taylor. Hopefully, we answer with this what I'm about to say right now. We answer the first question, and then we got to get back to the second question.
Got it.
Okay. So
Real estate.
there is a real estate portion where now we still house hack. So the most impact you can do is to do this program, become a DSP, grow your way to become a sponsor because you need to gain lots of experience,
So
especially
actually move the person into your house.
yes, before you move them into your house, because that's something that I start with. I gotta see what the background is. You gotta have some type of experience or attachment to this population of DD, and then I'm gonna start you in our day support. I'm gonna start you as community coaching. I'm gonna start you as engagement because you don't know what type of individual. It's not like every day they're giving waivers. So there is, once you get signed up, there might be a long period before it becomes your opportunity to make a difference in an individual's life. So we don't know what's gonna come through the door. If it's gonna be a mild, if it's gonna be almost a level 1, which is no kind of behaviors, or it's gonna be the top of level 4 with a
wheelchair.
no, they don't have to be. They all come in different disabilities, right? So a level 4 doesn't mean that there's level 4s that are bedbound. There's level 4s that have wheelchairs, and there's level 4 like me and you that just walk around. They're very functional, very mobile, and
Level 4, like
they're intense with their behaviors because you have to help them. That's what we're here for. So the real estate portion is where now they're paying their rent roll, and then you're getting a stipend for making that individual part of your family, because that's what it's all about, for the love and the care, where you bring them into your home. And Chris, that's something that you're going to be facing with, and Ms. Taylor. At the beginning, when you get that individual, you just see directly the disability. But as time comes, the desensitization ends up, and you just see them, the human, and you start making changes.
John, Morgan, bring me in. So, y'all, as John was telling y'all, we're moving somebody into our property. We're going to have our own individual right here in the Haskins home, right? And the more I hear John talk, it's just like me living with my dad. I'm just like the guy. I love my dad, but I look back, I'm like every day I was making sure that the environment was doing so. I was always on my game, but I didn't know that my dad was sick. He has PTSD. TT. My dad has PTSD.
leave it alone.
So we're moving one in, and then we're gonna expand to other real estate. Go ahead, John.
Right. So how you expand and look at the real estate portion is beautiful. You have a beautiful daughter named Miss Taylor. Then you have the other succession path, which is Miss Morgan. And each one in the future, once they gain enough experience, they can also have an individual in their own home, right? Because you're growing up, and then you're gonna have a significant other. They're gonna be gone, brother. It's gonna be just you, the wife, and the dog.
Oh,
TT will be gone too someday.
Oh no.
Yes, that is the reality what we're all facing. So that is how you add that real estate component. But most importantly, you just cannot.
Is it me?
Yeah, you're gonna grow up quick.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want him to grow up.
You want to stay that age forever?
Yeah.
I know, that's all our wishes. Stay young forever, forever young. So back again, let's say, John, and I keep getting this thing. I have 7 homes available right now. Fill them all up. Yeah. So tell me now why, since you understand why that won't work, Chris.
You just need somebody there at the house to watch them.
Now that's a business, and those people that are there for the money will get filtered out.
You can't just stick them in there and leave them alone. They need nurturing.
Even if you put a worker in there, it
You don't know
doesn't
if they're
work.
gonna
You're
be
here to
better.
make a change, and only you guys will learn, and the roundup homies will see that process when it gets placed in the house
In
in
your own
household, and you are able to see how they come and then how they thrive with the family setting. This program is set to make an impact in an individual. It's basically like you're saving souls.
John, I'm just wondering, like, go ahead, Morgan. I'm wondering, like, I remember when I was younger that we had something called Crazy House, right? It was like, this was hundreds of people in this facility. Did the government just take that same funding and just move it to people with homes?
Let me put it like this. When you're in the hospital setting, it gets so expensive because you have nurses, you have this medication that is getting very expensive per day. But most of these individuals don't qualify to be in the hospital in a mental health ward because that's just a stigma. Most of this individual like me, you and Morgan and TT and your wife, we're normal people. We just have a disability and we need help. We need help shopping. We need help with our finances. We need help with our medication management. We need help with our behavior management. So
A lot of regular ass people need that.
exactly, and it's no different than when you're taking care of an elderly person. It's just that an elderly person can be a little feisty, right? Because you have this young person now taking care of you, but you're set your ways, and well, they start barking because the way that they are stuck to is not the way that the program is set up to. So there's indifference there. But these individuals that have a disabilities, it's the same thing. You're just there with now your training and all your certification because you have to go through a vetting process. You also have to go through a training process.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can just take Joe Blow, pop him in a real estate, buy this house and think like, okay, we're gonna do the real estate play. This is not a quick get rich scheme or a play per se. This is hard work that we do.
John,
and-
you something.
and we make an impact. That there's a beautiful reward or Skyping behind it, amazing. Again, stop being cheap with your individuals and put and allocate those resources to help them as well, because that's what we're getting paid for, to help the individual, not to help yourself in your pockets. Now I'm rich, now I'm taking care of an individual. It don't work like that. I'm gonna tell you, what we get paid is not enough for the work we do,
Oh wow.
because my individuals, they eat a lot. $500 back then for two, an individual can cost you $1,200. Because sometimes they don't want to eat the soul food or they don't want to eat the Spanish food. They want McDonald's and they want it now. They want Burger King and they want it now. Calculate that 3 times or 4 times a day. Yes, you're supposed to help them with their meal prep and help them eat healthy options,
Reasonable healthy.
but it's their option. It's their choice.
You can't always say yes though. That's like Preston. He would eat chicken nuggets and French fries every day if he wanted.
That is true.
That is true, but that's where the training, the understanding, the bringing down the behaviors happen, adding proper medication management, and then you having a bond with that individual where you can make them understand. And that's what the program is set up for, because they are in society. And without us, they be running into the law a lot because they're breaking rules. Some of them don't know. Some of them don't know barriers. They could come too close to you and you think, oh, look at this perv, smack him and stuff like that, call the cops. Some of them might be following you around. You know, I met my individual at 7-Eleven crying, but we was able to identify that quickly and ask key questions. Wait a minute, where's your program? Where's your KRA? Why are you in the community by yourself for 3, 4, 5 days? That's a problem we encounter. And we was able to get through the proper channel, contact the program, and get him the resources that he needed. And I took him into my house because I was just being a good Samaritan, because I was able to identify that was an individual. And with time, he left the program because they let him go. And he came back to my house like, I ran away. They let me go. And we had to start from square one. So the program is to help those that are already outside. They already qualified. They already have the waiver. They already got the Medicaid, right? And it's the DD Medicaid waiver portion. CL waiver is what we deal with. And what I do is behavioral management. And we teach others through our different programs and skill set how to make a life and impact an individual. This is not a real estate play.
I think the real estate is something that can orbit around that particular business.
It all boils down. If you don't have a nice, beautiful atmosphere, home, stable, that you can make a change, you need the real estate is always there, Chris. You know, it's just different when because of his background and his experience, he can enter, right? Because he qualifies and he leads from the heart. And he does lead from the heart. Round up homies. You're going to learn. That's going to qualify you, qualify Morgan, qualify the wife. And then as you grow, because you will need a what, Chris?
You're going to need
A home.
a home.
Real estate is what we all do. We all Everybody needs a place to live. So that's the real estate component to it.
What type of money are we talking, John? Just so people can understand. I mean, is it you talking about $1,000 a month? Or
We don't speak on money, Chris,
even talk
because
about
it's different from different programs, and I don't want all the programs killing me because I am spilling all the secrets. We might do a program like that later on because
Okay.
this is a hush hush, and I don't want to mess nobody's business.
Okay, but it's at least it's livable money.
It is very livable money. It is enough, but it's not enough for what we do because all my sponsors and
You
DSP,
go way above.
they
and beyond.
deploy. We go way
Tell them
beyond.
about what you're doing with the trip next month.
Well, first of all, we are a traveling company, right? Family Care LLC, FamilyCareService.org. We travel. So at the beginning, it's very taboo taking your whole flock with you or even your individual. I started with that one individual that we spoke of earlier, and I tested the water. I found out they were able to go on vacation. So I went, how would that look like? So, excuse me, we went to DC. And that was a beautiful experience. We went to, and then the beautiful thing is, it's just like having a kid. You get to go to museums and all this stuff. So now you touch base on your roots. So we went to the museum. I like jewelry, so I checked out the crown jewels and stuff like that. That they had a jewelry exhibition
from Africa.
Well, I mean, we're not going there, okay? That's conspiracy theory. So, and we went to we went to the monuments and we checked them out. So we did well with that experience. Then I took him to New York. Then I took him to DR. Then I took him to El Salvador.
That camera there, bring over here. Which one is it, Taylor? Is it this one?
Taylor, which one?
This one?
She won't be able to see you in there.
This one?
Yeah, the refrigerator blocks the whole oven.
Which one is that one?
I guess that one, but the light might be in the way. The oven is just a bad area for the camera.
Oh well. Keep going, John. I mean, I'm just.
So they have all the rights that we do. All the rights that we do. So we are taking them now to the Dominican Republic, but the whole company is going. So it's gonna be excited.
And who else is going?
All my sponsors. And of course my family and the Haskins family. So it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna shoot some content while we out there.
All right, y'all. Morgan, you might have to switch John's camera. Okay, you got me? You got me?
I did have a camera question.
Oh, we coming to that once he's done because that's looking delicious.
You got me, Morgan? Just do the best you can. You might have to move John's camera over. You good? You good? Okay, round up. So we're just about done. Which are we here? You guys, thank you for hanging out with us. You know, this is the only thing that I can cook. It's the only thing. So I in fact, I'm in the market. I'm gonna hire a baker. My daughter put it in my mom. She's gonna do a baking show. And I'm also interested in doing more baking goods. And we got all this equipment. So what you do is you stick in the tester.
Okay.
In there, and when you pull it out, and if there's nothing on it, that means the cake is done.
Really?
Yes.
I'm learning something new today.
The only thing I know is
Hey, you're doing a great job at it.
all right. So you pull it out, and I gotta thank my wife for she had to have the double oven. That was one thing that she was.
Ain't know about.
Yeah. So we got the double oven. All right, Morgan, you can take it over top now. So, what'd you say, buddy? So we got here.
How you take it out?
We get into right now.
Uh-oh.
You take it, you get it, do a little shaky, about 3 times, one on all 3 sides.
Without getting burned.
Maybe 4. Yeah, this thing is super hot. This is when it tastes the best.
We had 2 oven mitts.
Oh, let me see it.
I guess he's gonna finagle it.
You over top, buddy? All right, so we told it there, that one mitt. This goes upside down like this. We flip it over there. We pray to the cake gods that we're going to be good as we take this thing out. All right. Okay. Ready for the close-up, Morgan?
1, 2.
1, 2, 3. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. It's nice and brown.
Oh, my
It looks
goodness.
beautiful.
Thank you.
The only thing Chris Haskins knows how to make.
This is the only thing I can
Cook
tell.
anything.
We here, Morgan? Go, switch me over here.
All right.
We're almost
My
done.
slice. Oh,
You don't want it too brown because then the exterior starts to get. Alexa, stop.
And it's matching your apron, Chris.
Oh man,
It
that's
looks
something right there.
beautiful.
Look at that. We're gonna be selling these too for Hampton University and Norfolk State. My God's making these. So this is the 7-Up pound cake, y'all. We'll do a quick cut. I gotta give it to my wife. Babe, you gonna be the taster or
Of course.
The
She
taster.
deserves it. She's working hard behind the scene.
I don't mind right now.
Uh-oh.
I thought you liked it hot.
I like mine hot.
Let's see what we got here.
You know what else goes good with that pound cake?
What?
A little bit of ice cream on top now that it's hot.
We don't
Oh
got
my
any.
Lord.
We don't got for the next show, Chris.
I already checked.
Next year. Ice cream and pound cake.
I've been looking for vanilla ice cream for days and it has not popped up in the fridge.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You put it have you been good or naughty?
That's a
I'm
good
actually
question.
on a lot of naughty lists.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Babe, you good? Okay.
Thank you.
You can smell it. John, you want a piece or you good?
It is hot. John's gonna wait until it gets a little cool.
All right.
Don't want to burn my tongue. But can I steal that little piece? Let me see.
You want some now, baby? You can wait.
It's nice and fluffy.
So round up. It is such an honor to hang out with you. Where we at, Morgan? We here?
Yeah.
It is such an honor that you were giving your attention in the Haskins home. And you're cutting it. Oh, can you see it getting cut here? We're cutting it here. You see that nice? What we're going to do is give you here. Got that nice brown rim here. And this is the most tasty part because it's got all the sugar that goes to the edges and a nice little brown burnt sugar. Let me give this piece to my wife. I'll be right back.
Awesome. So what's your question, Miss Taylor?
So, the level 4 people we were talking about. The one that go
Uh-oh.
crazy.
Do we have the camera?
You want John Morgan?
So, level 4 people. Like
The
you,
intense behaviors.
You want some, Morgan?
you want them to come into a family setting,
It's not that hot.
right?
I'll probably have one in a minute.
So, like, how?
It's not just we don't discriminate level. Let's remove the level. Okay, because we're not gonna discriminate. We can't discriminate from a 1 or a 4, from a mild or an intense or almost a light adjustment of supports that they might need, right? Because they're almost level 1. So what's your question?
What would happen if the family that you put them in, like, they got attacked, right? Or something happened, they stole or whatever.
That's
Would
a
that
great question.
liability land on you or us?
That there's liability, right? There is some, when we speak about the liability, there's liability in everything that we do.
Everything.
Yeah.
I can sue Chris right now for giving me a hot cake that he hasn't even gave it to me. Luckily, he has cameras. So one thing I do recommend all my sponsors is to put the cameras there because they are the main source of how we can display those behaviors and our coping skill deployable. So we also have to, and as part of the training, your notes, right? We have to do a daily
If
note.
it's not documented, it didn't
It
happen.
didn't happen. And most of what we do, right? Even the physical labor that we provide is great, but it's all about the documents.
If it didn't document it, didn't happen.
I train my
That's
people.
one thing I learned in the training.
You see, he went to training. I train my people that documentation can be your judge, jury, and savior. Okay, so all those behaviors based on their ISP, which is what tell us what is an ISP, individual support plan. That's what determines the type of support they're gonna need, and you're able to identify the behaviors as well from there because it's all in their chart. So before all that, there is a vetting process. They will vet you. They will also see 3 options, 3 other homes from 3 different programs, right? And then
Preston, no.
no, Preston. And then they will make a decision, just like you will make a decision. The individual can say yes to you, and the family members can say
Go
no.
PP first.
Then it can be vice versa. You can say yes, and that individual that toured your home can say no to you. Sometimes your heart gets broken. So I got a question for you. Soon in the future, I don't know, okay, you might excuse me, but soon in the future, you might have a family of your own.
Yeah.
And you might have kids and children, whether it is you give birth to them or you adopt them, right? So if a child like Morgan just took the cake and just threw it on the floor, are you gonna kick him out because of that?
No, but she might.
She's not your son.
No, she.
Oh no,
She
she kicked you out, but she
She
kicked him
threatened to
out.
kick me out over hiding some chocolate chips.
Hey, that is called Family Feud, and that's a great show. But back again, we
She ain't
as
cooking TT out.
we as family members do not quit on family. So that's why we're here to help them support and work them through these habits that they might have. You see, I have one individual that their coping skill, no matter what we do, I'm going to the hospital. And she called 911 and it's her right. And we have the Christmas tree. That sponsor has the Christmas tree almost every day at the house.
Okay.
But we're teaching her. We have reduced her from going every day, 30 days,
That's
to
expensive.
thank you. That's what we're here for. So we have reduced it now to once a week, 4 times a week. We're now working to have it twice a month. So it all depends because all this individual was able to go back to is I'm dying, I'm feeling sick, or something in her brain saying, get professional help. Forget about what your sponsor is doing. Forget about these coping skills. I don't got time to sit down. I don't got time to breathe. I don't got time to listen to you. You're nobody. I'm calling 911. So that's what we're here for. So if they're stealing, you should always have your room locked up and have all your valuables there. There's also things that we have to be accountable for.
Hey, TT.
So I got a question now in the chat. Did I answer the question to that first caller that said they had a real estate component and they would like to transition and pivot because they have supports for people that get out of jail and they help them transition into regular population by providing housing? Why we cannot add a real estate? Real estate is there. It's just not a business of real estate. Oh, I got 15 doors. People also go crazy in real estate about doors. I have 5 doors. I got 3 doors. And I'm just going to utilize this program to fill in my homes. No.
Not gonna work.
Not going to go well for you, my roundup homies.
You got to start with the business first and then back it into the real estate.
Well, you got to start with the services and the heart and the change and the transformation. And then you can grow your, I ain't said it can't be done, but if you do it properly, is you're growing the program with the people you enable, basically your family members, because they really want to do this thing. And the end result is that the great housing you're providing is benefiting that service.
Sounds like it's a relationship thing.
Yes.
You know what? Even at the end of the day, I'm telling you, real estate, Morgan,
Bring it back to Chris.
real estate is a people business. And then when I see what John's doing, I'm like, man, this ain't nothing from my lens. This is nothing but real estate on steroids. Now, it does require more of the people aspect, but it's still a people business, man.
It is. It's still a service business, brother. And the people makes this whole thing click. And I'm such in love with the development of all our individuals. We have become one big happy village and community now because we travel together, and you will be traveling with us in the future.
We're going to the DR, y'all.
We grow together, and you guys are going to see it. We no longer see the disability. We see them. And that's when they're able to identify that, when you're able to bond, break down all those barriers of communications, behavior, and you see them as your family unit, magic can start happening. So again, my company is called Family Care LLC. Our DBA is Family Care Services. You can reach us through our website at www.familycareservice.org and check out our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Family Care LLC will come up, and let's continue to grow and learn together in this mental health space, which is vast. It's like a big ocean.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds like we need to just raise the awareness of it and talk about it more, as opposed to everybody just,
oh, they're crazy. I'm not putting a person that's crazy in my home. I got a question for you. So far, what you have been exposed, how do you see these individuals now? The camera back to Chris.
When I first went over, so John has several on his program that I have met, a bunch of them. At first, I was a little nervous. I'm like, are they gonna hit me or scream at me or cause me bodily harm or what? You
just don't know.
Then you hang around them for 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, you know, and I guess I'm kind of blessed to be able to do that. You know, I don't know if everybody can just take the time and just go there. I mean, I'm just at John's house. I'm just like, I'm just there.
Brother, you're showing up, and that's the most important part.
I'm just showing. Because I am curious. I am really curious about just the moving parts. And luckily, I'm a people guy. I just, the people, man. It's not the people. So, yeah, hanging out over there. They're just right there sitting. They might be watching TV or hanging out in the pool or having dinner or sleep or eating breakfast. I mean, they're just hanging
Well,
out like that.
they're communicating like one of our individuals that loves to talk a lot. He's just telling you about his experience and what is in his brain. He's a beautiful mind.
They just like a child. I think you said it the best. It's like one of your kids. And I'm like, I got 3 here. So
What's one more gonna do?
Nothing. Nothing. And my wife's a master. My wife is a lot of mental health issues in her life as well.
Mm-hmm.
So she is a master at dealing with that. She's the one that brought me. In fact, I'm supporting her. She's the one that is better at this than me.
Correct. She's the one pushing you to it.
Yeah.
There's the pivot. You just happen to stumble on the pivot, right?
Yeah.
Nothing that you're not stopping what you're doing. Thanks God. Thanks to Hampton Roads. I would love to thank you guys. My beauty salon is still active and productive. Elegante Beauty Center over here. We do Dominican hair blow dryer without any chemicals. And then Sprenabus.net. We take people to and from New York. And then my real estate companies, they're all doing well. And I'm still doing what I'm doing, but I'm now impacting the community differently, but deeper.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And I say out of all of them, this is the most important segment of my second leg of life, I guess, right?
Cool.
I just turned 44.
44. That's right. You just had a birthday. Well, he's
Yep.
right too. All right. I'm going to just go ahead and land the plane, John.
Before you end the plane, any questions from your community?
Any questions? Ask them.
Time for Q&As.
Any questions? Y'all bring them in the chat real quick. We've been on here for an hour. How long have we been on going, Morgan? What's the time? 1:50. We've been here for 2 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Chris, you talk a lot.
Yeah, right. John,
Well,
2 hours. Anybody
been
get
Chris.
Q&A? We'll get out of here. Q&A. Any questions? Very quickly.
I got one.
Bring it. Hit the button. Bring it on the screen and let them know what the name is.
It was like new edit on group LLC 4434.
New edit on group 40C4. Okay. What you got, buddy?
My nonprofit loaded, just waiting to find a building to start housing. I have my paperwork for a year, but haven't found a building yet.
They need a building for the nonprofit.
to do what part of segment?
What are they doing? Ask them, John, what they're doing. I use the restroom.
What are you guys doing? Can you
Is that the one?
elaborate a little bit more?
Is that the one with the people coming out of jail?
Yes, that's the one with people coming out of jail.
Okay.
She said yes. Well, guess that's a question for Chris Haskin, a realtor entrepreneur expert. So she needs to find. Right now, the market is a little bit slow, no matter where you're at, because the economy is hard. People are waiting for the interest rate to drop. But if you stay long enough, something will pop up that you can definitely work your program. So my recommendation to you is be ready to meet the challenge. Ready with your loan, ready with the finances, and ready with the your income and your pay stubs and everything else, your tax return on time. I have this entrepreneur that he was buying a building, but because he didn't file his taxes for 2 years, he was already disqualified. So be ready to meet that opportunity when it does arrive. Any other questions?
Yeah.
In Georgia, no, I am not licensed in Georgia. I'm only licensed in the state of Virginia. But Google is a great friend, and in every state, the program might look a little bit different. So here is sponsored residential. There in Georgia might be called something else, because the program does look different from state to state. Some state, they have the same words in the same program and the same rules. So there's always a instructor, a specialist that help you get licensed. Find those within the community and reach out to the population. At the end of the day, if you search deep enough, you will find the answers and the people that can get you to where you need to be.
Well, John, you have been such an impact for me. I just want to thank you. Before we get out of here, number one, I wanted to ask you. I told you when I moved here, I was looking for a group of people that I could build with, make money with, and do things with. And in this house where we live, it's not the cheapest neighborhood. I couldn't find that. And I just want to let my roundup people know that there is a group of people out there. So John is, thank goodness, is in my circle now. I'm in John's circle.
No, I'm in Chris' circle. How about
We're in
that?
each other's circle.
Yes, there you go.
Right.
It's beneficial.
Beneficial. But what can you give for people that are like, I'm all alone? I don't have anybody. Do you have anything you can share with them to kind of get
Yes,
things in?
continue to be proactive and be impactful in the market. Continue to do your good works. You want to elevate your circle, so do I. But this entrepreneurship, Miss Taylor, is very lonely. This instant gratification later, not now, right? Living within your mean. It's a lonely path, but eventually through the course of life, it might take 4 years, might take 5. Climb through those circles, find those circles, clean your circle, and eventually you will stumble on somebody. Just like I stumbled with you. How we met, Chris. Camera back on Chris.
Yeah, just it's so weird. I think I had to be doing something to have been able to meet you. I was doing something. We met at a conference. Well, we met with another entrepreneur, and I was meeting with him, just talking about business. So I had to be there to talk about business. If I wasn't there, I would have never met John.
And you met one entrepreneur that made the introduction. And I met Jody because he was a follower of mine, and he just happened to walk into my salon.
Oh, wow.
And when I saw him, I said, hey, I followed you, because, right, we all follow kind of the success. You're able through Instagram and through the channels of social media, identify people within different communities, right, or different sector of business, and you see those successful entrepreneurs. He took initiative. He came to me and he said, hey, I want to meet you and work with you.
Wow.
I said, wow, I've been following you all these years, so yeah, let's conversate.
Wow.
That's how it happens. Sometimes you have to take the initiative. You see these people, these local entrepreneurs in your area, even though some can be in real estate, some can be in transportation, some can be even in mental health. Walk up to them.
Yeah.
Start a conversation. Conversation is free, Chris.
Taylor, anything else?
No, I have no more questions. Just listening.
All right. Okay, round up. But it's been an honor to hang out with you. Listen, man. As we leave today, don't let life beat you. Napoleon Hill has a letter to life. I hear my daughter a lot of times. She goes, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done. And I just want you to know that I have been there too. I'm just like, I'm done. I ain't even trying. I felt that way before I met John. I'm like, I didn't think that there was going to be a group of guys that I could meet or people that I could get into and create opportunity. You get into these groups and you find out that people their life is beating them up too. Like, so you might be the beacon to pull some other people up. But we should always look. I'm guilty. I'm always looking for great people to associate with. And you never know who's going to be a running mate. So John and I have already done business. It's like when we met, boom, boom, what you got? Boom, let's do this, boom, 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 boom. You're only one person away from setting your life up to the next level. One person. That's all it takes. All right. John?
Just thank you for having us.
All right.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, brother.
You can check my social media for those. Let me just throw that out there. It's Elegant with an E at the end. So it's ELEGANTE 757 and Instagram. And that's my personal social media. I'm known as Mr. Elegante 757.
Elegante. That's cool. All right, y'all. So we will come back to you later this week. I got my Black Friday special. We'll be starting on Monday. We'll have some of these you can buy, and all my training. We're going to give you some crazy AI stuff and a whole bunch of stuff for a ridiculous price. But make sure you subscribe. But please, the biggest thing is share this. I know we kind of had a lot going on, but share this with other people that are trying to understand how to get into the mental support business. I never knew there was such a large business. So we're pivoting our business. We do well already, but as things change, people losing jobs, AI is taking over. One thing that I have learned, John, AI cannot replace human interaction and empathy. And
yes.
I personally feel like that's your foundation.
Correct.
All right. See you on the next video. Peace. We done.
That's all.
There you go. Man, 2